guys, Paul here. Just wanted to give you an update on the Autocross season, the rest of the season that I'll be attending, and next year's kind of plans. So far this year I've placed 3rd or 4th in most of my events. This is my first year doing Autocross, and the fact that I'm not completely dead last is good enough for me. The main thing is that I've had a lot of fun, and I'll keep doing it just because of that, for no real reason otherwise. The competition part's fun, but the real reason I do it is because I get to drive the crap out of my car and not have to worry about destroying it like I would on track days. I have 2 more events that I'll be doing this year, and then that'll be it. I decided to do 2 more just to get into the championship. I don't think I'll really place or anything like that, but I figured if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it as best I can and compete as much as I can, so I'll finish out the season that way. I've been competing on the stock Eagle F1 tires, and I have destroyed them, which is okay. I anticipated that, but I bought a second set of Eagle F1s for next year. My original plan was to do new wheels and tires for next season, but instead I'm going to focus on changing out the rear sway bar and driving the car with that change. I didn't want to change it too much, and then, you know, it's a whole new relearning process for driving the car in the new season. So I'm just going to go one step at a time. Next year will just be the rear sway bar, and then the year after that I'll do wheels and tires, and then that'll pretty much be it. There's nothing else I can really do in G Street. I don't want to leave G Street. Just want to stay in that category. You know, I don't have to worry about messing up my warranty with a bunch of mods, and I don't have to worry about competing with some really powerful cars in some of the other classes my car would end up with in modifications and stuff like that. But overall, you know, I've had a lot of fun. I've beat the crap out of the car. In relative sense, it's no actual wear and tear that you can see or anything like that. It's just been a lot of fun, you know, doing, you know, drifting around corners and stuff like that in a front wheel drive car is a hoot, and pushing it really hard, hearing the tires squeal and driving highway speeds around corners is always fun. But that's it for my update. Like I said, I've got 2 more events this year. I'll be posting videos and photos from those. I'm filming with a new camera. I usually film with Canon DSLRs, and I bought a gigantic point and shoot. This thing is ridiculous. It's literally the size of my 60D. It's a Lumix FZ1000. It is a 1-inch sensor, super zoom kind of pocket camera, except it could never fit in any pocket unless you're wearing trip pants or something. But it shoots 4K, shoots 21 megapixel stills, like 12 frames a second or something ridiculous in the stills mode, so it's great for action. The electronic viewfinder really tripped me up. My last event I didn't get very good pictures because the viewfinder like blinks. It's like the opposite of a traditional DSLR. So when you're shooting with a traditional DSLR, you're following your subject, and when you press the shutter, the viewfinder goes black for a second and then it comes back. This is the opposite. It freezes on the action every time you take the picture. So it's kind of hard to follow subjects, but I think it's really just me kind of learning to use it, more so than the camera not being able to do sports or things like that. But, you know, I thought it would be great to have 4K capability. This lets me do video. I could do video with the Canon DSLRs, but there was no autofocus. I didn't want to buy a 70D or a 70 Mark II and have to lug around my giant 70-200 lens. This thing has like a 25-400 lens on it, built in, continuous autofocus, 4K video, all these things that my Canon DSLRs don't have. And it was reasonably priced, and it'll be a great way for me to do 4K video on the cheap, and it's super light compared to all my other Canon gear, even though it's still, because this thing is massive, but it's really fun. But like I said, that's it for my update. I'll be posting pictures, videos, maybe do some little mini documentaries on people, or maybe the club and things like that, but we'll see you guys later.